in the day, it wasn't always like this. I think about the things we done been through. I think about the place that I come from. It wasn't always easy, so every day I'm thanking God for the beautiful people everywhere I go. I just need to see your smiling faces at my show, and when you're feeling real love from the family, every day is a gift, y'all. That's all I need. What a beautiful life. All that I've got, all that I need. I've got you, baby, you got me. What more could I ask for? Beautiful life. Beautiful life. We got beautiful life. I got a beautiful life. Beautiful life. Happiness, you know, it feels real good, y'all. For us to get it, then we gotta work hard, y'all. Every day. And don't pay attention to the things they say when they tell you that you can't make it, but you can if you try, y'all. When life is rough, I know sometimes you wanna cry, y'all. Just keep the faith and don't question. Ain't no need of stressing. Your life is still a blessing. About the cars, the money, or the clothes. You can believe these things will only come and go, but when you're getting real love from everyone you meet, it's a blessing, y'all. It's magic, y'all.
Welcome. This is your boy, the Real Charlemagne. Welcome to Brick City. Today we got a special guest. We're gonna get to her in a minute. But first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to That's Good Chocolate, my sponsor. Also, reach her at that'sgoodchocolate.com. I want to give a shout out to people out there fighting lupus. This is Lupus Awareness Month. And you guys keep fighting hard. I know your family and friends there with you, so don't give up. Don't digress. Just keep pushing. Keep moving forward with that. And we're gonna conquer this thing. Also, want to give a shout out to the graduates last weekend. Hey, y'all did amazing job with the weather and everything. It was it was a little shaky, but I think everybody pulled it out. You know, with the graduations, the cookouts and everything. I think everything went well as it could go. Everybody was excited, happy. Mother's Day went well for a lot of people. Shout out to the moms out there. Hey, their fathers. We coming up. Got a couple more weeks. Hey, go ahead and put your bid in now, because if not, you're just gonna get that little tie and a pack of socks like you used to get. So go ahead and go and put your bid in there if you want something special. Um, Also, my boy Mike D, man, you made my weekend easy, with your sauces and your rubs. Definitely made it easy for me this weekend. Shout out to you, brother. Definitely gonna have to get you on the show and let you market your products, man. They're awesome products. Makes life a real treat when you're on that grill. All right. First and foremost, I want to introduce this lady. Known her a few years. She's a person that's always trying to help somebody from the time that I met her, and she's very intelligent. Her mom left a legacy in their community, and she's got the torch. She's running with it. Um, Today we have from Leigh'S Consulting, Miss Brandi. How you doing, Brandi? Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm great. I'm Brandi Haywood. I'm from Washington, North Carolina, born and raised. And I am the owner of Leigh'S Consultant Services here in Washington, North Carolina. The business was launched June 2016, if I make no mistake. My background is social work. I graduated from North Carolina A&T May 2005 with the BSW. I've worked in mental health, the school system as a substitute. Um, Most of my experience though is from mental health. But in around 2015, 2016, I decided that I wanted to try to venture out and do something different. And I started working on my own resume, and I noticed I was getting calls back. So I knew that my resumes were they were being noticed and companies was looking at them. And so I just decided to take a step out and just started writing resumes for other people. And along with that, I incorporated cover letters because most companies nowadays require cover letters along with your resumes,
Mhm.
and that's just giving a brief synopsis of if you have ever work in that field of work before or not. Cover letters are small, short, 3 to 4 paragraphs, just letting the employer know
Mhm.
what um what you're looking for if you're eligible to do that kind of work. Um, One thing I've noticed with resumes that people struggle daily with, um, they don't know the format. It's a Most resumes should have a certain type of format.
Right.
A lot of people that send me their resumes, it's not that their wording is wrong.
Mhm.
Now I've had some that I just be like, okay, okay, your wording
I'm
is
sure.
woo.
I'm sure.
Um, but most of them is just their format because a lot of people write their resumes in a narrative.
Right.
Most places don't want to read a paragraph. They want to see stuff listed, and so it's just more about formatting their resumes, making it look you're shortening it up, but you're trying to sell
Mhm.
yourself.
Okay.
Making it look very presentable, and get through the process. What a lot of people fail to realize though, I can get you in the interview with your resume, but that
Right.
don't mean you're gonna get hired. I think some people look at, oh, if I get this resume and I get in through the door, if I get an interview, they're gonna hire me. No,
Right.
that's another skill along with um Lee's consulting services. I offer interviewing skills.
Oh,
Um, some
how
people,
do you
and
do that? Not to cut you off, but how do you do the interviewing skills?
well, I I've only had two people right as of now that I've actually done trainings with, but I
Mhm.
offer trainings on how to interview. I have a set of questions, and then I use different career readiness sites where I get my information from because I always cite my information
Right.
and my resources. Glassdoor
Okay.
is a very good resource to use, and they give you a lot of things that you can ask for on during interviews that you can ask and things to look from the employer.
Mhm.
So I offer those trainings. I suppose I have a training coming up with a group of parents who are in a parenting program.
Right.
I think it's going to be in June where I'm going to be offering resume writing and interviewing skills.
Okay.
Um, and I also offer how to dress for an interview.
Oh wow. So you do the
Yeah,
whole shebang bang, huh?
yeah, I offer all the services. And like I said, I cite all my sources.
Mhm.
Now, some stuff is just self explanatory because we all know that you don't go to no interview dressed like anything.
Right. Right.
But I have seen it done though.
Me too. I
I've
was
sat
I
on,
was yeah, I was sitting somewhere one day and I was like, what in the world this girl got on coming to this interview? You know, I thought she was
right.
coming there to eat and she was going to interview and she was going for a management position. I was like, wow. She had on some
Yeah.
leggings and a t-shirt. I was like, wow.
Yep. And and I tell people you just want to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Dress slacks or for women, if not dress pants, black skirt, beige, simple colors, something that won't they be like, oh Lord,
Right, right,
she
right.
coming in here. And try to tell people make sure your tattoo's not showing because I've sat on a board with people and I've listened to them talk about how they've interviewed people that had tattoos and they was like, I
Uh,
won't hire them because they have tattoos. And I'm like,
wow.
that's not fair. And you know, you know me, I'm a big Facebook
Right,
social
right,
media person,
right,
but
right, right.
that's another thing. Just being cautious on what you put on Facebook when you're going
Mhm.
for interviews, because a lot of places now they Google you,
Right.
and they search you on Facebook,
Mhm.
and they see the kind of things that you are into, and people look at what you do in your personal life. They look at that and hold that against you.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's the major part of Lee's consultant that is
Right, right, right.
the human resource field, trying to get you out there into the work field. The other
Right.
part of Lee's that I do letterheads for people, for churches, businesses. Like if someone is sponsoring an event and they need a letterhead, I offer those services.
Okay.
Um, I just added on flyers.
Okay.
Um, I did my first two flyers for the church,
Okay.
for my church. So that's a service that I'm going to be adding on
Right.
to Leigh's consulting services.
And I know you
Um,
mentioned the business thing. I know a lot of people that have businesses. They simply don't know how to, like you said, develop a letterhead or have a synopsis of their business. Where they can
right,
tell people what they do. You know what I'm saying, and let them know what type of business they have and what type of things they offer. You know what I mean?
right.
So you do that as well.
Yeah, I do that. That's just, like I said, that's just a simple one-page letter.
Mm-hmm.
And it just offers what their business is offering and what they're looking for from the community with their business. And like I said, it could be a business, nonprofit. Most of the ones I've done are for nonprofits
Mm-hmm.
um, and churches when
Right.
they're having an event and they need to get a letterhead out in the
Mm-hmm.
community to different businesses. I write up information about
Mm-hmm.
what they're looking for that particular event. That is just where they don't know how to word what needs to be said in a professional way.
Gotcha. Now, I was going to ask you, how can people reach you or follow you on your platforms so they can reach out for your services?
Right now, I'm very big on Facebook. You can reach me on my personal page, Brandi Haywood. I have two pages. I have two pages on Facebook. Brandi L Haywood is my backup page, but then
Hmm.
but my main page is Brandi Haywood. That's Brandi.
Okay.
And on that page, I have my businesses listed. You can personally message me, or you can find me through Leigh's Consultant Services on Facebook as well.
Okay.
Um, there have been many that contacted me right through the actual business page because they've heard through word of mouth.
Right.
I also have Instagram. I have to get that page back active, but I have an
Yeah.
Instagram account for. I have
Yeah, that's important. We was talking about that earlier. I was like, definitely gotta get your Instagram back up.
but and you can also reach me via email BrandiHaywood@hotmail.com.
Okay. Okay.
Um, do I'm very particular right now because my cell phone is my personal use,
Right.
so I don't give out my number at this time until I get my business phone.
Right.
But
I understand.
but you can reach me through email and through Facebook
Okay.
or Facebook Messenger.
And people I know, I've known people that I sent to her, and then I know people that just their testimonies that I see on Facebook, and her success has been really amazing for this area. People that you know were kind of to the point where they're like, I'm giving up on the job search, and then she tweaked their resume, then their job offers tripled or quadrupled, just with their resume. They were turning down jobs instead of having a hard time finding a job. They were turning down jobs. So, Brandi, that's a testament to you and your meticulous nature of what you're doing, to try to help people.
And I appreciate it because people don't realize. Like I said, I don't post when people text me or message me and say I had 3 interviews off of off the resume, and I put it on Facebook. I don't post it to boast or brag, but I have to have that testimony
Yeah, you got to
so
have that.
people would know. And I've had some people that come back with feedback that they just they just I think they just was mad because they didn't get the job, and they said, well, anyway, the lady said you had some misspelled words, and I'm going back looking at my stuff, looking at my work, like I check everything before I
Yeah,
send it to
right,
you. And I tell you, when I send you your resume back, I always say, please go back and ensure that everything is correct.
right, right,
Even though I check, and I had my sister going back looking at the stuff for me, making
right.
sure things were correct. And I was like, but you're gonna have those people
Yeah,
they're gonna find the negatives. I've had people that, they wanted a resume that looked short and sweet and to the point, and I kept doing it over and over for the girl, and it just didn't appease her. And
Right. I understand,
so,
but that's
but
part of business. You're not going to
but
please.
that's the part of the business, and
Yeah.
that's what I tell myself. Like, you're gonna have them negative Nancy's,
Yeah.
but so far so good, because the majority of the people have been very pleased. I saw a lady last week, and she said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got the job at Grady White."
Oh wow.
And that was way back in like the beginning of January.
Hmm.
And she said, "I forgot to tell you." And I was like, "Lord, I was so glad." I said, "I'm so glad you let me know that you got the job, because I've been wondering, I hadn't heard
Right.
anything." So it's just things like that that let me know I am doing the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, pushing forward, you have some other things in the community that you offer. Tell us a little bit about the scholarship your family created.
Okay, the Mabel Gray Haywood Scholarship that was created in memory of my mother. We lost our mother in February 2019. She was a retired school teacher. She
Hmm.
was a graduate of Fayetteville State, and she taught in Beaufort County for 38 years. She was
Hmm.
born and raised right here in Beaufort County,
Okay.
and she was an avid lover of education. Education was her thing. Teaching kids was her thing.
Hmm.
She taught us summer school. We had summer school at home growing up.
Okay. Okay.
um, so we created the scholarship in memory of her.
Okay.
And it's for students who are attending the HBCU.
Got
Because she was a true person of Black history, and making sure that Black kids was able to succeed. So
you. Right.
we offer a scholarship to kids who are attending the HBCU.
Okay.
Last year we was the first 2020 was the first year, and we awarded 4 scholarships.
Oh wow, that's awesome. So
Um
how I know this year's coming to an end, but for parents coming up, on future years, they just reach out to you and apply, or how do they go about applying for the
they can
scholarship?
reach out to me,
Okay.
my sister, Tamara Gibbs. They can reach out. She's on Facebook under Michelle Gray.
Okay.
They can reach out to my sister, Tiffany Petaway, and they can
Okay.
reach out to my brother, Amon Haywood, my sister-in-law, Christina Haywood, and my god sister, Margaretta Johnson.
Okay.
Um, all 5 of us, if anybody is looking for to apply for the scholarship, they can reach out to any of us.
Okay. Is it still available for this year, or y'all done for this year?
The application deadline was actually supposed to be the end of April.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So you had to wait for next year. Okay.
yeah. So
Y'all people out there, write that down. Make sure you get ready for next year and apply for the
yeah,
scholarship.
because I extended the application deadline, and now we're just trying to raise the funds
Got you.
to award them. Last year, each child received $200.
Okay.
And we want to eventually be able to increase it each year.
Right.
Even if you just increase it by 5, but we just want to be able to increase it
Right. Right.
each
Right.
year.
I understand. I mean, but for a college kid, anything is a help because
Anything.
I and that's from a parent that had a child had at one time I had 3 kids in college at the same time, and it was like, okay, I need this, I need that, I need this. So any little thing, parent, it's no scholarship too small. I'm gonna be real from the parenting
It's
side. It's no
yeah.
scholarship too small. So
No,
if possible,
and that
anything
is
that you can
very
get your
true.
hands on, apply for it. And look, and thank you, Brandi, and your family. That's definitely a good community thing that you guys are doing. Because giving back, that's what we got to do more of in our communities.
We really
Uh,
do. We really do have to believe. We have
yeah,
to get to the point where we really feel it's not where it's forced in giving back. It's just freely giving back. And that is
yeah,
very true. We have to start giving back more in our neighborhood, in our community.
yeah. Tell me a little bit about this famous chicken salad, though.
Uh, the Mabel's famous chicken salad. That's my mama's recipe I use. I started making her chicken salad. She had my mother was on dialysis.
Hmm.
Um, so it got hard for her to stir it
Okay.
when she had the port in her arm. So she started having me to stir it, and so then eventually she just started having me to make it
Okay.
all together. So I started making it for her, and so what is it, May 2019? I decided that um I was going to just start selling it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I had people ask for the recipe, but can't
No, you
get that
can't get a
recipe.
parents for you.
Can't get that recipe. But I think I do. I think I do pretty good. I'm going to be out at. They're having a Juneteenth event here in Washington,
Okay.
um, June 19th at the BB Park. I'm going to be out there
Okay.
that day selling some chicken salad.
Okay.
But I have some pretty loyal customers.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's something you do. You do weekly, or just
I
every so
I
often.
do a I do a sale every so often. Like I do like a major flash
Yeah.
sale every so often.
Mhm.
But when people, I have a customer. She probably ordered about 3 times a month.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah, I have
you reach out
whenever
to you
people.
directly, you could pick it up.
Hmm.
Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Brandy. We get a little short on time here, but I just wanted to touch on also you. I know before COVID, you used to do an outreach. What was the outreach that you was doing before?
The Elizabeth Jane Foundation.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Tell us a little bit
that's
about that.
that's named after my aunt and my grandmother. My grandmother was Elizabeth Gray, my mother's mother,
Okay.
and my aunt Jane. I started that, and think it was 2015.
Okay.
Um, we started with a turkey drive where we gave out it's like 7 turkeys and 7 gift cards.
Mhm.
It's 5 or 7. I can't remember the exact number of gift cards
Mhm.
we gave out to families in need. And we do the turkey drive every year.
Okay.
We've done a Christmas drive for the kids.
Right.
We've done clothing drive, hygiene drive for teenage girls. Um, what else have we done? Oh, and back to school. We try to do
Okay.
back to school every year. So yeah, it's just the outreach where we just try to give throughout the year to
Mhm.
those that are in need.
Okay. Okay. That's like you say. Look, you go right back to community. That's good. That's good. Now, with the resumes, this is what I'm gonna do, Brandy. I always like helping out when I can. Um, First two people to comment that need help with their resume, I'm going to pay for your resume services with Brandy. You got to comment on my fan page, which is Bricks City. That's Bricks City on Facebook. That's Bricks with S City. If you comment while this show is airing on Saturday, and the first two people, I'm gonna sponsor you. I'm gonna give you a scholarship to link up with Brandy to tweak your resume, and and you two work it out. Then she gonna send me the bill. How that sound, Brandy? That's cool.
That's fine.
That's cool. All right. So first two people, y'all need help with your resume. Hey, you better jump on it because she hooking people up with those resumes, and I'm gonna take care of the bill for you. So it's no excuse on that job that you're looking for. No
I
excuse.
appreciate that.
No problem. And also give people a little nugget of information to help them when they go apply for a job and when they go to the interview. Give them a little nugget of things, without giving away all your services. Just give them a little nugget of information to help them out.
When you're going to apply for the job, go ahead and try to submit your application that same day. Don't hold off. Make sure it's good to try to have it in actually before the deadline. Um, some people wait until the deadline. I know I have. I'm gonna be honest. I have waited,
Mhm.
but a lot of times it's good that you go ahead and get your application in, and just ensure that everything is correct up there and that you put all true information. Don't falsify your application,
Mhm.
because that could come back and haunt you.
Right.
Because I've had people to ask me in so roundabout ways about not being truthful on a resume, and I'm not gonna do that.
Mhm.
Because if you say you have been somewhere a certain amount of time and they're looking for that time limit, that can backfire on you if you haven't met that that time limit. When in an interview, the main thing before you even get to the interview, be on time. And being on time means be there 15 minutes early. Not at 10 o'clock when the interview starts at 10 o'clock. Get there 15 minutes early. They always love to see when you're 15 minutes early.
Okay.
That lets them know that you're really interested in the position.
Right.
Because I've sat on interview teams and I've seen people get there right at 10 o'clock, the interview at 10 o'clock, and they're getting right there. So that's not a good look.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that info, that little insight. And once again, thank you for being on today. Like you said, once those people reach out and connect with you, be sure to invoice me out, and I'll take care of that for them.
Okay.
And also, definitely gotta get some of that chicken salad. Definitely gotta get some of that chicken salad.
Yeah, when you want the chicken salad, just let me know.
Yeah. I will. And that scholarship, we'll connect on that and try to get you some extra funds for that. And because like I said, that's definitely a big thing that you're trying to help out. So I'm gonna do my part to try to help you guys out as well. So
I appreciate that.
We'll connect on that. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No problem. Well, all right. Well, people, this is the Real Charlemagne signing off. You guys have a great rest of the weekend. And until next week, remember to stay positive, stay enlightened, stay safe. Talk to you later.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitter is gold. Half the story had never been told. So now you see the light. Hey, stand up for your right. Come on, get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth. And now when you see the light, you stand up for your rights. Yeah. Get up, stand up. Yeah. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Life is your right. Get up, stand up. So we can't give up the fight. Stand up for your right. Lord. Get up, stand up. Keep us traveling on. Don't give up the fight. Yeah. We're sick and tired of your ism, schism.